Okay guys, so here's a little project we're going to be doing at the building I work at as a handyman, and that is we're going to be running a fresh air duct back to the steam room. Now the reason we're doing this is because our building is actually in the process of redoing the sidewalks, and in the front of our building there's gratings in the street because the steam room is located under the front of the building but under the sidewalk, so it's underneath the building, but it's in front of the building, underneath the building. It's below the sidewalk. So there's a grating here and a grating there, and there's already an exhaust fan with an exhaust duct. I didn't draw that. And those gratings supply the fresh air into the steam room just from the street. But because they're covering those up and going away with the gratings, and the reason for that is it has to do with the appeal of the building, and also has to do with you don't have to constantly clean the pits out of leaves, and the drains get clogged in there, and it's annoying to have to paint the gratings and the mesh screens on them all the time. So I'm actually really happy they're going away with them because I got sick of doing that. So we can't have the steam room get too hot because the steam room does get hot, so we have to run a fresh air duct back. This is the courtyard here, the side of the courtyard you'll see in this video. There's a window here and a window here. This is the room where the exhaust fan is. I wrote S for storage because these are all storage bins, storage rooms. This is that hall you'll see, and there's a little hall that goes this way, and there's two halls. There's one here and one there, but I didn't draw the second one. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to put an inline fan here. This is all going to be 10 by 10 duct running back. This inline fan I brought up here so you can see the fan we're going to use. It's this one by Dayton. This is 3-speed. I wanted to go with another one that was a little more CFM, which had 1400 CFM, but tops at 738 there, maybe a little lower with duct run. I think it would be enough to get back. Since we're running 10 by 10 duct, it makes it easier for the 11 7/8 in square by square, so the transition will be easier. We have a guy came in to do all the duct dimensions and measurements, so we ordered the duct, and me and my super are going to do the job. I got a price from my friend from Bradley Mechanical, but my super thought it was too high for them to do all the run the duct and everything for us. But you know, I mean, it's fine. I mean, we can do it too. It's slip and drive. So in this video, this is going to be part one, and I cover just some of the things I do to prepare the running of the 10 by 10 duct. So you got the basic idea. I won't hold you any longer, and on to the rest of the video. Okay, so here is one of the pits where the fresh air comes into the steam room. That's the exhaust duct right there. I'm making slits in this wood right here because that goes to the other side of the basement, and that's where our 10 by 10 duct, fresh air duct, is going to come in and through here. So I could make a slot here maybe, or here, but I'm thinking I may have 10 by 10 in that little corner. But I'm going to do this one first, and if I need to take out more, I'll take out more. It's no problem. But this is where that duct's going to come through. We're either going to angle it down, or we're going to come out and over, pointing this way. And that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, so I have my 10 by 10. Here's the little 10 by 10 cutout that we're using. This is going to be the size of the fresh air duct, square duct. 10 by 10. 10 by 10. It'll work. Now, if you're wondering why we're using square duct, New York City law requires you to use square duct 24 gauge for fresh air duct. Only for some reason, a contractor told us that, and said if you don't, you will fail inspection. So just if you're wondering, that's why we are not going with round duct, because again, New York City law requires square duct 24 gauge for fresh air duct in New York City, otherwise you will fail inspection. So that's just why we're doing that, and this will work. I went along on the bottom with the sawzall. I'm chopping this out here more. I'm just trying to get that out, but I'll get it out. If I get a little chisel, I'll do that. So that's where I'm at now. Okay guys, so as you know, the exhaust fan is up in here. Here is the courtyard. and this window pane is going to come out. This is where our fresh air is going to come in. I'm going to run the duct through here. I think we're going to mount the fan in this area here. Okay, so it's going to be with vibration isolators up there. 10 by 10 duct will be run along here. This will come out of the way if it can. This will come out of the way if it can. Well, that's actually lower, but the 10 by 10 duct will run across. And it's going to come in this storage bin, because in this storage bin, okay, this is our run so far. That's where that exhaust duct, that was the original window for that pit that's in the front of the building. So the steam room, like I said, is under the sidewalk in the front of the building. So that is that duct you see from where I just was. That's coming in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to run the 10 by 10 on top of that. It looks like we have to come down and in through that thing. Here it has to come out, over, down, and we'll see if we can attach it. We got this grate here, so I think we can attach it to this on top of the storage bins and run it right down. And our inline fan will be down there. So that's the run for the duct. Hey guys, so here's the other side. I'm in the storage room above the duct. I had to remove an outer piece of wood to get to this piece of wood. And this is where I'm going to mark the other 10 by 10 for the fresh air duct. But I think it's going to be easier to cut it from outside in the pit in. Also, there's a hole in the top of the duct here. Let's have a look inside. Turn it around the other way now. It's the exhaust duct, so we'll have to do a patch there. Alright. So real quick, there's a fix I did for now. I'm going to paint this duct with Rust-Oleum, and then I'll just paint it this tannish color, I guess. It goes down that way. But it's 4 screws, and it's sealed all the way around with caulk. I didn't have any light sheet metal, but it's fine for now. Better than this job. Whoever did this, kind of a messy job, but you know, it is what it is. It's on top of a duct in the storage room. It's no big deal. Paint it, and that'll be that. And we still have enough room for a 10 by 10 duct, which is going to go right there. And yeah. I don't have any Rust-Oleum, but I have this stuff here. It matches the color of the duct anyway. Polyurethane, high gloss enamel, protective coating, Rust-Scat. So we'll mix this up and we'll paint it on. Guys, so I got this great primer here, Super Spec. It's oil based, and I'm gonna paint it on. This is set up now, the caulking. So that's going to be okay, and I'm just going to cover this whole duct. It's also an alkaloid metal primer, so it'll help to prevent from rust. But I guess just to match the color of this, I'll use that other stuff after this dries. The guy came in today and measured all the pieces of duct. So we put in the order for the ductwork and the fan, and that I guess will come either next week or the week after. And we'll start installing it. Guys, so there it is, all painted. I got around the side as much as I could with the roller on. I dipped down with the roller on the other side, and this is the top. So it's still drying, it's oil based. And again, like I said, I may or may not come back with that other color that's similar to this, but it's really no big deal. I may just leave it how it is. But yeah, alright. So this concludes part 1. Part 2 will be the ductwork.